with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyree Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Eric Stokes. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's got it to Gibson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, He'll get to that end zone.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Vincent Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fitzpatrick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the
52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Jim. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way down to the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Where's 52? 52's the mic. 52, 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Check that. They might do the 2 right here. Hey, 26. Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. Tackle.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's caught by Jackson. And he goes out right around the 39. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's second and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off the play. Look like he let
There
it
he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Washington. Tyree Jackson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Check 26, check 26. Check 52's the mic. Check 50. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Fitzpatrick now. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's...
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On second down now, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Gibson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going